Turning small parts on the lathe is not especially difficult, but small knobs are a little bit more tricky. A threaded insert needs to be centered on the part, and hopefully it doesn't split the small part when you insert it. I find it easier to add the insert to the blank first, and then use it as the center point to turn my part. This does require a special holder, but hey, we're wood turners. We can handle it. I'm using a small scrap of laminated bamboo for my holder. It's excellent for this application, but any good quality hardwood block will work. An 832 machine screw runs through the holder in order to attach the blank to the end, so the holder needs to be prepared for this. It starts by drilling a counterbore in what will be the back of the holder, which is then reversed and remounted into the chuck. The front end of the holder, where the blank will be mounted, is drilled through with a 3/16 inch bit until this hole meets the counterbore in the back, and the holder is now ready to be turned. The corners of the bamboo blank are fairly fragile, so they're kerfed with a saw to prevent splintering. The business end of the holder is now turned to the proper shape and size. The end is turned round, then the diameter is reduced to match the base of the knob. With the holder fully turned, I added one of Fastcap's blind nails to the end to keep the knob from spinning when it's mounted to the holder. The process starts by adding an 832 threaded insert to the blank. Then the blank is attached to the holder. The machine screw extends through the holder, and the threads are just started into the insert in the blank, and then the blank is pressed down onto the pin. This pin keeps the blank from spinning relative to the holder while we're turning it. With the blank seated on the holder, then the machine screw is tightened up, holding everything together during turning. The rest of the process is no different than turning a knob from a larger blank of wood, but you don't have to part it off at the end, nor worry about adding the insert to the exact center. The other advantage to this process is that it minimizes the amount of wood you need for your blank, so it's far more cost-effective when turning small parts from exotic hardwoods. The holder does a great job of keeping everything secure during turning, and ensures that the knobs are perfectly centered on the threaded insert, so they'll fit the project exactly as desired. And of course, the knobs can be sanded and finished right in place. When they come off the holder, they're ready to use. The knob being shown here is actually about the diameter of a dime, but this holding system had no trouble dealing with it. You can find more great information like this by visiting my website at www.consultingwoodworker.com.